Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of News in 2 Minutes, bringing you the news that you need to know every day. Let's begin. Health officials are warning of humanity's continuous struggle against emerging infectious diseases as authorities in China confirm that the most common type of influenza found in wild birds has mutated and found the genetic ability to infect humans. Citing a May case in which a young Taiwanese woman with no known exposure to birds or infected people contracted the H6N1 variation of the avian flu, doctors have found a genetic mutation appearing on the virus's surface, making it able to cross the species barrier where it can infect human beings. Pandemic cautious virologists warn that since this variation of the bird flu has been known to the community and circulated in birds for over 40 years, this spontaneous mutation may not be one of a kind, and humankind may be faced with a greater threat than the H7N9 variation of the flu if this genetic change is found in widespread numbers. In the midst of ongoing battles between mobs of unregistered migrants and the police, activists are estimating that over 23,000 Ethiopians have been captured or turned themselves in to Saudi Arabian authorities as the country launches a nationwide campaign against illegal foreign workers. The crackdown comes as economies around the world continue to experience a near constant decline, even as extreme austerity and stimulus measures are being pursued in record numbers. Evidence detailing the experiences of a society's collapse is ongoing in Syria as news of food brokers emerges within the country's media, detailing the black market channels that are used to procure and distribute what used to be common food items available at many of the country's once flourishing grocery stores. Residents that remain in the country continue their personal struggle for daily survival amid near constant fighting between Syrian and rebel forces, and the always present threats that the lack of clean water, food supplies, and medical facilities present them with. A sudden outburst of gas and brightening of comet C2012 S1 ISON has many astronomers wondering whether the comet is truly brightening to the expectations that have preceded its perihelion with the sun, or whether the comet is in the death throes of exploding on its way to the solar giant. And to wrap things up, doctors are performing surgeries by flashlight in extreme cases of survival following the typhoon recovery efforts in the Philippines. Satellite images display the level of cooperation between the US and Israel regarding covert missile strikes on Syrian soil. Sewage treatment plants have stopped, filling the streets of Gaza with waste and wastewater as nearly 2 million people deal with daily 12-hour blackouts. And a 5.2 in Japan as well as a 4.9 in both Guam and Peru completes today's Quake Watch. And that's it for this episode of News in 2 Minutes. Check back tomorrow for more news that the aware need the most. This week's News in 2 Minutes is brought to you by SHTFplan.com, where even the officials go for news, and SQmetals.com for all your precious metal needs.